Hi, my name's Andrew Vigil-Emerson. I'm a junior here at ASU, majoring in Intermediate and Global Studies. Today I'm here to apply and talk about Americans for Art, and through their organization they have an internship for government and public affairs. So Americans for Art is an organization that looks to cultivate, promote, sustain, and supports arts in America. And in Washington, D.C., with this internship, I'll be working at helping plan an advocacy day for art, as well as working and compiling and reviewing congressional documents and contacts, and reaching out to congressional contacts to help advocate for the arts and work within this DC area to better understand resources and support the arts nationally. I myself have been very interested in the arts, working with the local Phoenix art community. I have been working to do socially engaged art with a grad student and a local community garden that's been there for the past 10 years. Here we have been looking at preserving the old culture and community that has been existing at Roosevelt. Having lost many galleries and art spaces, we are looking at how we can both physically manifest these spaces as well as maintain the culture and community when building new institutions and these high-rise apartments that have been taking away this space. This past year I was fortunate enough to be able to take an art and community class where me and some fellow students were able to work with an at-risk apartment structure known as Whispering Pines. Here we were taking a basketball court that used to be a parking lot and activated it through art. Through the use of murals led by children and community art weaving that my class together created, we were able to activate this space with a local artist known as Aaron Sotak. My freshman year here at ASU, I was fortunate enough to go down to Tucson and present at a Native Youth Conference. Here I talked about the importance of Native symbolism and Native art in Western tribal pottery. Through this, I was able to promote and educate the community about what it is to promote contemporary Native identities and how art can help build your current identity and connect you to the past. Here at ASU, I've been advocating for communities in need, and one of those communities was food insecurity. So this past year, with some other students, we opened a food pantry here on the Tempe campus. And as we grew and progressed, it was also ultimately shut down temporarily due to the stigma that food insecurity brings to a higher institution. So myself with a couple other students banded together and opened negotiations with ASU. So with student services and the undergraduate student government, we not only were able to reopen this pantry, we were able to expand to have two other major initiatives. So alongside the pantry, I am now currently leading and piloting a backpack program with a local middle school, John Fees. So through this program, I've worked with United Food Bank to provide food, ASU to provide support, as well as John Fees to look at their needs and how we can help the community. We are looking here at ASU to strive and promote education about this process, about food insecurity, and help fix some of these cyclical issues. Further, we are working with a presidential initiative to bring fresh produce onto campus. Advocacy and student involvement has been a very important part of myself. I myself being in a residence hall that was centered around art, I was fortunate enough to be able to work both as a resident there through the Residence Hall Association, where I was able to advocate and program for the community, and then the following year as a community assistant, where I was to overlook 8 buildings and promote artistic growth as well as the safety and education of these students. And through this experience, I was lucky enough to be part of a student board who put on an inter-school conference that held 80 residents looking at leadership and development. Through this process, I was able to expand my understanding past just off Microsoft Outlook and the Microsoft Office to be able to use artistically specific programs such as Adobe Photoshop and understand different ways in which we can work within the art community to better social change as well as promote the core values of art within our community. And so with this internship, I'm really excited on taking my regional experience and developing it